20 years ago, an American icon was born, and the entire legend of the Gravedigger monster trucks is captured here in Gravedigger 20. All new interviews and never-seen-before footage. Get your copy today at ushra.com.
He found something that he could do that very few people dared to do, and that was his ability to freestyle a truck.
Dennis made the business great. He made it what it is. He went out and he spent every penny he had and wrecked every truck he's ever had to make the sport what it is. I mean, he's the man of the hour as far as monster trucks.
20 years is a long time, and you know, he really needs to be congratulated on how long he's been out here. And he hasn't been out here just walking around. I mean, he's been out here running hard and putting on shows, you know.
Watching him over the years teach you how to do a very good freestyle and teach you how to get the fans on the edge of their seat.
There's nobody as loyal to his fans as Dennis Anderson is.
If it is his 20th anniversary, that don't mean it's going to be any gimmies out there. You know, just because you've been out there for 20 years don't mean everybody's going to bow down to you and let you go ahead and win.
When you think monster trucks, one name comes to mind before any other: Gravedigger. He's been racing monster trucks and thrilling fans worldwide for the last 20 years. That's why they call him the icon. And there's a reason. Dennis Anderson created the first Gravedigger in 1981 from old parts of discarded vehicles. But the infamous Gravedigger name was born from a challenge.
One of my friends that I kind of grew up with through high school worked for his family on a farm. I always was scratching the junk together, trying to get me something going. And I told him one night in front of a bunch of our friends that worked with us on the farm, we were kind of mouthing off at each other. And I said, Gary, I said, I'll take this old junk and dig you a grave. And then all the guys used to call me Gravedigger from then on out.
With those words, the legend of Gravedigger was born. By Dennis Anderson, he explodes off the line.
What an amazing job by Dennis Anderson and Gravedigger.
Look out! Look out, he's on his lid.
Oh, wow. And nobody is better at freestyling than Digger. He really can put on a show.
Before, my job was easy. Freestyling, it was so easy. There was nobody that really freestyled like I freestyled, you know. It's like, and I'm not beating my chest bragging, it's like just for me watching these old videos and watching freestyle, I was like, man, no wonder they thought I was the freestyle king.
Oh, my! Gravedigger!
What a piece of driving. What an incredible save that was, Mike.
20 years is a long time. He's been out here banging and crashing for a long time. And he's came from nothing and made it to the top. And he's a tough competitor, and you know, that's got to be really special for him.
But whatever happens, you can be sure of one thing. The Anderson name will be there, somewhere. After all, he is the icon.
What a performance by Gravedigger.
Well, thanks, Scott. We'll have more on Dennis and his amazing career as the year goes along. But right now, let's look at one of those years, 2001. Now, Dennis came into the season as the World Racing Champion, but as Dennis always does, he likes to push the envelope just a bit for himself and really for his fans. So what did he do? He built a brand new Gravedigger, number 14. And that truck debuted, well, to mixed results.
This is Gravedigger 14. It's a brand new truck. This will be the first race we've done on it. We have field tested the truck. Had a couple little problems here and there with it, but we've worked them out pretty much. And but we'll see tonight. You know, it's a brand new piece, and actually this is the first time we've had the tires and the body on it.
Well, he got off the line great, and then all of a sudden, it looks like he had nothing.
Whoa, there goes the turning pole. That's a penalty. Blue Thunder! Whoa!
I think most of the problem is probably me. You know, just trying to get around the track with it and not making my turns right. I just got to get used to it. I don't want to throw it to the side and say, give me my old truck back, you know. I'll give it a good fair shot. And we're still making changes every week on it. You know, we try something a little different. If it doesn't work.
Dennis did improve as the year progressed, but his only race wins came in the Reliant Astrodome. The new number 14 seemed to work best in freestyle. And when Dennis took the freestyle win in Jacksonville, that made 3 straight. A 10, a 9, and a 10. Dennis Anderson is our winner with a 29.
Here it is. We got a tore-up truck. crowd was satisfied. I won freestyle.
The World Finals in Vegas saw more problems. Gravedigger's in trouble. And he lost both the racing and freestyle titles to rival Tom Mintz.
Last year wasn't all that Dennis had hoped it would be for the Gravedigger team. But in true Digger fashion that we've come to know and love, he never stops. He never gives up. And this, his 20th season, can you believe it? He wants it to be one that, well, none of us ever forget.
I've been here 20 years, but man, you know, how great would it be if I could walk out of here spanking Tom Mintz?
Tom is taking fans, and some of the spectators are starting to look to the other way, which is natural. You can only be on top for a certain amount of time.
He's just, I'm sick of him winning, just because, you know, my fans even tell me that. They're like, man, come on, get your mess together and get out there and spank that dude. I'm like, dude, we're working on it.
This year, he's committed. He's been back out working out, exercising. He's actually canceled all of his airplane trips. He's actually going to drive the tractor trailer up and down the road. He's going to be involved with the truck, which he hasn't been in the last couple of years. Fly in, drive the truck, go home. He does a lot of charity work. He's actually put everything on a hold, and I applaud him because he's got a hunger. He'll come back with vengeance this year.
When we come back, we'll make some predictions of our own, and we'll check out some other favorites who plan on making things difficult for the champ.
If I'm ever going to win a championship, it's going to be this year. I'm going after it as hard as I can go.
They know I'll be right there. They know they cannot cut me any slack because I'm going to be in front of them when the flag's down.
Welcome back. It's going to be a great season, and I can't wait for these events to get going.
The Monster Jam World Finals 3, live from Las Vegas, March 23rd. If you can't be there live, then watch it live on pay-per-view. Contact your local cable provider for availability and home viewing requirements. Call today for more information.
Well, we've looked at the top two contenders, but there are a lot of other guys out here trying to raise the bar themselves and make their own noise.
Well, Lyle Hancock made it to the finals of racing in Vegas, Scott, last year. That Ford's going to be tough.
Yeah, he was just a half a truck length away from the World Championship last year. Can he get back this year to the top?
Well, that is Lyle Hancock's mission, and he says nothing's going to slow him down.
I'm bubbly. I'm excited about it. I couldn't wait. We've been, like, watching the clock, watching the month go by and going, man, we can't wait to get Minneapolis. There's a lot of good things about Minneapolis because of where we're at, because of the respect that we have earned here in the past. It's going to be a really good feel for the new equipment that we got underneath the truck. It's going to be enough time that come January 5th, when we really get cranking up every single weekend, one after another. Right now, I got a little bit of time to make some more adjustments, and then we're off and running.
Ryan Bartle is starting year 2 in that Marvel Comics Wolverine machine. We saw some great runs out of him last year.
He is the one driver who emerged as a major star in 2001. To take the next step, he needs to gain a world title. He wants it this year.
He wants back in Vegas.
Just finishing in the top 5, to get a seat in Vegas and go back out to Las Vegas for World Finals 3 and show them that they made a mistake last year by changing and moving stuff around. And my truck was a favorite to win, and I hope it'll win this year.
I think Scott Hartsock would admit he was a little disappointed with last season.
No doubt about it, but you got to remember 2 years ago, he was the runner-up in the world. He wants to return to those heights.
And he has his own unique outlook on what this season is all about. Here's Scott Hartsock.
Well, it's nothing but a big ladder, you know, and everybody's on that ladder. Will that ladder hold all of us? No. You know, we're going to have the cream of the crop, and then we're just going to have the broth down there boiling. And we're going to be right there in the midst of it all. I'm not always going to be number 1. I'm not always going to be number 2, but we're going to be right there in the middle in that pot, you know, stirring it up the best I can.
I think there's going to be a lot of drivers trying to stir the pot. We'll hear from more of them coming up next here on our Monster Jam preview, and we'll also look into our crystal ball.
Welcome back to the Monster Jam 2002 season preview. Now, we're just about out of time. But first, let's take a look at the rest of the field and find out some of the things we can expect in the upcoming 2002 season.
I'm ready to knock them guys down.
Every one of them comes in here, you know, and they want to knock me off. I think that's great. You know what? That's just like another trophy to me.
We're going to go out there and we're going to take care of Tom the way he's supposed to be taken care of, you know.
Just go get him every chance I get.
You'd have to set your sights on the two top guys. That'd be Tom Menson and Dennis Anderson.
I expect it to go even harder, bigger, faster, longer. Every one of those categories are going to improve.
How great would it be if I could walk out of here spanking Tom Mintz?
Here they're all walking in here saying, I want to beat Tom, I can beat Tom, I could beat Tom, you know. I'm cocked, locked, and ready to rock, but I can beat Tom.
He's the same old trash can, he just got a new lid.
Well, the World Finals, that's always on my mind. Get enough points to the Winter Series to be one of the top trucks for that.
Don't worry about what it's going to cost or what's going to happen, just win.
The bar, the level, has to raise. It's none other than your all-out racing.
I'm here to stay, you know. I got a long way to go. I'm not ready to give nothing up yet.
Well, the drivers certainly are excited about the upcoming season. Let's check in now with our experts and see what they think is in store for this coming year.
Thank you, Dan. Okay, Scott, time to put it on the line and make some predictions. Let's start with our current champion and his new team.
He'll not back off one iota. Tom Meents, Team Meents, as good as before. The definite favorite for the championship in both racing and freestyle.
Now, who will Mintz's primary challenger be? I think it's got to be Gravedigger Dennis Anderson. If he's healthy, watch out.
Remember, it's the 20th anniversary. He wants nothing more. The equipment is looking great. If he can keep it together all year, Anderson can knock Meents from the mountaintop, especially in freestyle.
Who else is going to be tough? Well, I think this built Ford Tough Blue Thunder machine with Lyle Hancock is going to challenge every week.
Got that Ford corporate support. No truck has more research and development in it than that one, and Lyle Hancock is always a player, always a contender.
Scott Hartsock seems awfully confident about this season. We'll see what he's got in Gunslinger as we get down to it.
I believe that if anybody other than Meents or Anderson wins a world title, it'll be Bartle in the racing division. Wolverine is fast and tough.
Also, watch out for that new truck, High Roller. Like the way it looks. We'll see how it runs coming up.
Certainly. A dark horse and one the ladies will cheer all year. Scarlet Bandit. Dawn Cretan could play with the big boys.
And her husband, Timmy Cretan's not bad either.
Well, that does it for us tonight. But personally, I cannot wait to get these extreme machines fired up. Ah, the smell of methanol, the screaming engines, the heart-pounding thrill of 10,000 pounds of steel going 30 feet in the air. Oh! Incredible. But patience is a virtue. So be patient, please, along with me. But make sure you join us next week for the first show of the 2002 Monster Jam season from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I guarantee you, we're not going to let you down. See you next week.